Howdy, y'all. So on the next episode of Ricky's Big World, we gonna spill all the tea. And he's like, okay, well, we got this all cleansed with some Comet and some Clorox and all this other stuff. So I'm gonna take some charcoal. We're gonna put it in the bottom of the toilet, and then we're gonna put some chicken wire on top of that. We're gonna have the turkey sitting on top, and some bacon, and then we're gonna close the lid. Just let it cook.
Back in the pizza world caverns, behind the test ovens, and in reality next to the bathrooms, it's Ricky's Big World.
Hey, and welcome to another episode of Ricky's Big World. How y'all doing? Now, Roxana, what you doing for Thanksgiving?
I do 2 Thanksgivings. I do one at my dad's house and then one at my house with my mom and stuff like that.
That's the advantage of being a product of divorced parents.
Yes.
My mom and dad were divorced, and I had great Thanksgivings. All the fights you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Tons of food. Like, we get lots of food, so.
The only thing I really remember, especially as a kid, because my parents got divorced when I was like 5, either 5 or 7, is I would go and get underneath the table, reach up and grab the pickle jar and drink the pickle juice and make myself sick.
You drink pickle juice?
I love pickle juice.
For Thanksgiving?
For now.
Oh, for now. Just
I love
always.
me pickle juice.
Interesting. I'm just trying. What was pickled during Thanksgiving dinner that was out? Or
It
did
just
you
sitting
just
on the
grab it?
table.
Oh.
And I would just reach up and grab it from underneath the table, drink it underneath the table. And
Oh.
everybody say, where'd the pickle go?
I didn't know if it was a special southern dish that involved pickles on
No.
Thanksgiving.
No, but y'all got a nice pickle pizza.
We do?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I know. The big deal.
I love that big deal pickle pizza. That thing right there. And when I first started to eat it, and y'all was like talking about it, I was like, anybody want to eat that nasty stuff? But it's good. That is some real good stuff.
It is
right
really
there.
good.
All right, so Thanksgiving. So I told you, because we can't have normal Thanksgiving like everybody else. Hold on, I got something hanging out my nose. All right, so we can't have this regular old Thanksgiving like everybody else does. All right, so I think I told you what happened with my cousin Jed before, right?
About the turkey that flew.
The turkey that flew, right?
You
So
did.
for those who don't know, my cousin Jed, it wasn't at Auntie Wigs' house. I kept thinking it was at her house. It was at his trailer. So he wanted to do his very first fried turkey. So he gets the peanut oil, outside and everything else, far away from the flammable house. And nobody told him he had to thaw the turkey. So he takes that cold turkey and throws it in there, and that grease is so hot, it explodes out, hits the tree branch, bounces off of that, then makes a hole in his trailer. He walks in, looks up, and he said, well, I guess I better put some tarp up there before it rain on my head tonight. The turkey is sitting on the sofa smoking.
Oh my goodness.
All right, steamed all over the place. So he goes in there and washes it off and decides to try it again. I said, no, go and just either cook it regularly or let it thaw. Well, luckily, our other cousin, she happened to have an extra thawed out turkey, and we fried it up that way.
That's crazy.
But his food
And the
self,
luck of having an additional turkey.
the luck of his house didn't catch on fire or fall to the ground. That's the luck.
That's like a really busy day, I assume, for the fire department.
Yeah. The fire department having to go get foods. Exactly. Then I had a friend. All right, you know those people that make punch in toilets?
No, is this why we don't eat at other people's houses?
This is why we don't eat at other people's houses. So there is a group of people out there. They do like TikTok videos and all this other stuff of them making like punch in a toilet.
No, they don't. That can't be real.
Well, yeah. You can go out there and you can buy a brand new toilet from a major
I don't
department
care
store.
if it's brand new.
Will you listen to what I'm trying to tell you?
I'm
Or you
sorry.
gonna be interrupted?
It's so disturbing.
And, well, no, the disturbing part is when they start drinking out of it.
No.
Anyway, so they go I don't know what y'all contriving, but I need you to stop.
So for those that have realized there was a silence, the owner walked over, and he's inspiring.
Inspiring?
Mm-hmm.
And yet they're hiding it from me, so I'm wondering how inspired it is.
We'll find out, in a few episodes.
Anyway, so a friend of mine has a cousin who's insane, and when I say insane, he's very artistic. Very artistic. I mean, he'll punch a hole in the wall and say that it's art. That's kind of artistic he is. So he decided to get some charcoal, put it inside a toilet, hot charcoal, put inside a toilet that's still attached inside his house.
No.
I wish I was lying. Oh my God! Please.
Did he at least turn off the water?
He cleaned it. He cleaned the toilet, and he did not turn the water off. He drained it, and then got surprised why the water kept coming back in. And I said, "Well, you got to cut it off." So I cut it off.
Oh my goodness!
And I said, why'd you want to do this? He said, because I'm gonna make a turkey stew. And I went, oh, okay. So he goes and he takes these hot charcoals and puts it inside the toilet in one of the bathrooms of his house. Again, he cleaned it, and I don't care if you put hot lava in a toilet, it ain't never gonna be clean enough for me to ever stick a finger in there and eat anything. So he's like, okay, well, we got this all cleansed with some Comet and some Clorox and all this other stuff. So I'm going to take some charcoal. We're going to put it in the bottom of the toilet. And then we're going to put some chicken wire on top of that. We're going to have the turkey sitting on top. And some bacon. And then we're going to close the lid and just let it cook. Imagine everybody's surprised within 5 minutes when that toilet exploded. I'm talking, you heard crack, 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 crack. All of a sudden, pop, it just exploded. It had hot charcoal going all over the place, caught the trailer on fire, because they live in a trailer too.
Yeah.
It's like everybody I know live in a trailer. And, which is fine, I grew up in one too. But the point is, though, is that nobody thought that hot coal and porcelain wasn't going to do nothing. Okay, so here they is, and he was like, well, I guess there must have been something wrong with the turkey. All right, now this is a friend of mine.
I love that it's like the first thought. Like, it wasn't inside the house, it wasn't the toilet, it wasn't
his fault.
Yeah, it was the turkey.
It was turkey. He even, all right, so get this.
It's just funny because it's the least likely thing that was the problem.
Daddy came in. And his daddy he thinks he's like a self-made engineer. He did not go to engineering school. This man comes in there, he's talking, well, the weight ratio of the turkey compared to the strength ratio and the structure of the chicken wire probably is what caused the problem when the turkey bent the thing and it caused a reaction with the charcoal. And I'm standing there looking at these two fools going, I'm friends with him, and his daddy is right there. Apple did not fall too far from the rotted tree. And I'm like, I opened my mouth. And, oh, Lord, I should have never done that. And I said, you don't think that maybe the charcoal was too hot for the porcelain? Oh, no, it's porcelain. Porcelain can take it. Well, but the charcoal was, no. Okay, number one, I need proof of that. But number two, let's think about the cold porcelain from the cold toilet, from the cold water that was in the cold porcelain. I said, and number two, I ain't eating nothing at your house again. Never. I don't even want to breathe oxygen from your house because I don't know what you put in the air.
Yeah.
You could have put sawdust and boo-boo chips. I don't know. But we ain't touching it.
Yeah.
We ain't touching the oxygen in your house.
You just can't eat at some people's houses.
Mm-mm. And I guarantee you, I did not go back to that house again. I told my mama about it. And
what did she say?
My mama called that man up. She said, I know. Please forgive my language. I know you're not trying to feed my child turkey.
I mean, like, that's what you gotta call it, though, because, like...
turkey. And he was like, what you mean, turkey? You know what I'm talking about. Where your boo-boo at, baby? Your boo-boo in the toilet. And you sat there, and I don't care how clean that toilet is, you trying to sit there and cook a turkey in there. It's called a turkey. And he got all offended, talking about, I don't do that, but it's just, baby, it's in the proof right there. You said toilet, and the toilet is still attached to your house.
Toilet and anything.
You know what? I'll say this. If you go out and you buy a brand new toilet in the box and everything else and all this other stuff.
I could see the prayers in your...
Ooh.
I could see.
Ooh. I'm gonna have to call upon a demon and lose my religion. I ain't playing. All right. So anyway, not when they thrown on the table like that.
He walks by, and they're good crouton.
Anyway, the point is, the turkey, and my mom was like, and you gotta remember, I'm still a kid, but I have common sense, and my mama was just raised in all sorts of mess. And she was like, well, what you gonna feed him next? PP burritos. I mean, that you then, cooked all in the urinal that you have attached to them. What you gonna do with that? I mean, so she said, no, my baby ain't in your house anymore.
Yeah, that's...
And it was just something that I have still remembered to this day. That about the...
Sir, if we have that behavior again, we're going to have to ask you to leave.
I know he did not come over here and say that after he threw the first one. I hate him. Anyway, so there's that. There's the Thanksgiving I had at my auntie's house. My Auntie Carol she's number one, she's an amazing cook. So she put together this Thanksgiving dinner like you would not believe. Okay, and we grew up with modest means. Some of us grew up in the projects and everything like I did.
Yeah. And
so knowing how much money she spent on this Thanksgiving dinner. Now this is back in the 80s. All right, so really wasn't that much. Anyway, when we were paying, gas was 75 cents a gallon. But still, we all gathered around. We see this beautiful spread. And there's my auntie, my uncle, all her kids, me. And we sitting there, and she has that beautiful turkey. She's walking over. My uncle has got his utensils because he's the official carver of the turkey.
Just like picture perfect Thanksgiving.
Baby, that turkey should have been some Rockwell posters because it came in looking all caramelized with the pretty sunset colors on it and everything else. She had all the injections in it. She had the fruit flavors in it too. I mean, just everything. She goes and sets this beautiful big old turkey down. My cousin Kicker made me laugh as I was drinking something and spit all over everything.
No.
Everything. Now, Mom would have to take a pause on this because when I tell you everything. My uncle standing there with just his knives looking like this and looked at me. And my auntie, very calmly, because the turkey didn't even hardly sit down, she picks it back up. She takes it into the kitchen. And she walks back in with the telephone. And she says, we are going to be ordering pizza today. And I start crying. And I start crying. I remember I'm a kid. I start crying. I'm like...
How old were you approximately?
I was... If I was 12 and... Yeah, it's about 14.
Okay, yeah.
12, 13 and 14. And I know how hard she works. She worked for days on this.
Yeah.
Baked goods. I mean, everything. Cookies were laid out, got sprayed and baptized. I baptized everything.
Oh, no.
So I start crying. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And she says, baby, I'm thankful you're here. That's all that matters. We're going to have some pizza tonight. So they ordered pizza. They're like 4 or 5 big old huge large pizzas. We had some tea and everything else. And I'm still sitting there, slobbering snot all over down, coming out of my nose and everything else, because I felt so horrible that I just messed up what she just laid down.
Yeah.
And she carved that turkey up and gave it to the dogs. She said dogs had a good time, and because we may have been brought up dirt poor, but we cleansed people. We're very clean.
Yeah.
And so I know there's some people out there will eat baptized turkey. Not this one.
Me neither.
None of my family was going to eat it. But so that was one of the worst Thanksgivings that I remember as a kid. And
I'm surprised that's like one of your worst. Like, I get that it wasn't a great memory or anything that happened, but like how she responded to you is so kind. Like, I don't even know if I would have had the patience.
I know I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
No. I know my mama, she wouldn't have either. My mama would have had me, she said, you gonna eat it? She said, I'm going out to dinner, but you eating this right here.
Yeah.
She said, so enjoy your baptism, baby. Make sure you say some Hail Marys and holy disses, because, them Brussels sprouts right there, they ain't gonna eat themselves.
Yeah.
But they got that glaze on it now.
Can't even. Well, thank you.
But yeah, she handled, and I told her that. I told her that recently. I said, do you know that one of the best memories I have, one of the worst ones and one of the best ones, is that memory right there? And she still gets emotional about it.
Oh.
I said, because you don't understand the cruelty, because some people in the family doesn't know about a lot of things I went through.
Yeah.
And so I said, you don't understand the cruelty I've dealt with in my life, and to have a situation like that where I would have really been harshly punished.
Right.
In some of my other family's households or friends' households.
What a big deal.
For you to do that after everything you worked hard for on that meant something to me.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And so that's why, I love her to death.
That's cool.
So,
what are you going to do this year for Thanksgiving?
all right, so this year, there was some talk, because where we live in Louisiana now is only 6 hours away from my hometown.
Oh, it's not bad.
No, it's too close.
I was going to say, is it still a little too close for you?
It's too close. It's too close. Okay. So we go, and we're debating. We're like, okay, we bring everybody here for Thanksgiving, and then we go there to Columbus, Georgia for Christmas. But then I thought about it. I said, well, look how the neighborhood decorated for Halloween. Did you see that video?
I did. I was looking at your social, or for your lives and
Wow.
stuff. Kids trick-or-treating and whatnot.
For those who don't know, they went out for Halloween. The house across the street from me had this fog machine, had fake flames that were actually moving in the attic, had the giant cat, had the spooky music. I mean, it was great. House up the street actually turned their whole house into a haunted house. And you could hear them screaming from down the street.
That's awesome.
And then the giant skeletons I've never seen before until this year. Everybody went out. So I'm like, let's have Thanksgiving there in Columbus, but Christmas, because if they're going to do that for Halloween, know they're going to go all out for Christmas.
Yeah.
So, and then that gave Jennifer an idea. Hey, let's go spend more money on Christmas ornaments for outside the house.
I love her. I'm one of the brands. November 1st, I took down everything, and my house is now officially completely covered in Christmas as of November 1st.
Really?
Yeah.
Our tradition is the day after Christmas. Mm-hmm. Now, we still have, I know we're talking about Christmas now, but we have artificial trees. We don't do real trees anymore. Because got tired of them drying out.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, it's a waste.
Yeah, I love a real
environment.
Christmas tree, but it's just a lot of upkeep. Especially if you have kids and other things, or
the
you're
dog would
busy,
pee on it.
or the dog, animals.
So we have two artificial trees. One that is newer but still old. The other one, when we had our first dog, as Jennifer and I had a couple, we got Sierra back in 1994, and he passed in 2010. So he's an old dog, but he peed on the tree so much that we can't use it anymore, because if you put lights on it, the heat from the lights make the pee smell even worse. Everybody, people walk in, and it's like, y'all get a Christmas skunk or something, was it? So we had I don't know why we still have it, because like I said, we went out there, we hosed it down, we did everything else, but we still have it in a tightly wrapped box and all that as a sentimental.
Yeah.
But it's not with the other tree. The other tree is there, but it has lights already attached. It's that kind, you just plug in, bam. It's like an umbrella. Pop, 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 pop. It's good. So, and then Jennifer has found a place for it. But Thanksgiving. So we're going to go there. Now here's the funny part. Her mama lives in a non-gluten-free house. And so Jennifer's scared to death. But they went shopping the other day for supplies. And luckily, her mama took her sister with her, because her sister understands what's going on with her and how to shop for her.
Yeah.
But there were still questions. A lot of people don't understand that gluten, because they'll say, well, can she have mushrooms? That has nothing to do with wheat. That has nothing to do with flour, nothing to do with all that other stuff. Unless you flour the mushrooms and fry them.
Right.
And so we keep telling them, hey, because I think it's amazing that her mama wants to do something.
Yeah.
But it's not just the ingredients. Gluten-free also has to be the sterilization of the kitchen, sterilization of not even sterilization, brand new utensils.
Yeah.
Separate brand new pots and pans. It's crazy mess.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons why Jennifer wants to have these holidays at our house.
Yeah, so she can kind of control.
Yeah. But I told her mama that we have these portal meetings every Sunday, and I told her mama.
Portal?
We have portal meetings with the family.
Explain this to me.
Okay, so I was bummed and said, hey, instead of these phone calls once a week, why don't we show each other's face and get on everybody's nerves and have a portal, for mama, and we'll have a portal at our house. Now she don't do phone calls no more. All she wants to do is portal.
Because she can see everybody.
So she see everybody. Now Jennifer's brother would do it too, but he uses his phone. So we get on there. Number one, I love you, mama, if you're watching this, but you're loud. You ain't got to scream from Georgia to Louisiana. Just letting you know. You ain't got to do that. We can hear you. And so we have to turn the TV down. So, but we were on there and we were talking about what to do. And I told Mama, I said, look, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Jennifer would take over that kitchen when we get there for Thanksgiving. Just let you know, Jennifer is not going to trust nobody cooking her food gluten-free.
Right.
So she said, oh, she's welcome to my kitchen anytime. And I said, okay. There's an old, you ever see that movie, Yaya Sisterhood or something?
Yeah.
All right. So, Yaya is a real thing in the South. And it's where you'll hear the mom, especially with the mom and the daughters, you'll hear the mom call up the daughter, and it's like, I thought I would call you up and let you know today's my birthday so you don't have to worry about timing and everything else. You just got Yaya. And it's an art form, because the moms will do that to make sure that you understand that you are not doing things right. And I'm here to teach you and show you how to do it right.
Oh.
So to make sure that you're not waiting all day to call me on my birthday to tell me happy birthday, I'm going to call you at 7 o'clock in the morning to remind you it's my birthday, so that, and then make you feel like you did something wrong by not calling her at 4 o'clock in the morning.
How confusing.
Huh?
I said, how confusing.
And it could do with a lot of different things. A lot of different things. Because it'll be like, oh, well, you bought me this pizza. I love it. I'm trying to lose weight and everything, and my cholesterol is high, and I got to take this medicine for my tributyl, this, and everything else, and it makes my left eyeball want to fall out. But I appreciate it, and I'm going to eat it anyway. You just got yaya.
I see.
Yeah. So there's that southern sweetness and charm in with the insult.
Like when people say "bless your heart."
Oh, yeah. That's that. That one ain't even funny. But that's not really considered a yaya though.
Okay.
Because anybody can say that.
Right.
But when you really get down to it, and you start getting like when Bob yayas, Bob would come over here and he talking about, you did like my pizza, or Kyle was like, oh, okay, I guess you like that. I would get you some more, but you didn't eat all of this one, so
I
so it's
see.
that reverse slap in the face.
Mm-hmm.
I got yaya today by Kyle.
I understand.
But it's
now.
more by
I'm going to be looking for that a lot,
It's more the
considering
mama.
they're my family.
How is your relationship with your mom?
Mine?
Mhm.
Fine.
Y'all yaya each other?
No.
Okay. I ain't playing with you. If you got a grandma, my grandmama used to do that all the time to my mom. All the time. She was like, she'd call up my mama. It's like, yeah, I saw you coming out of that house earlier today and got in your car. Because mama used to live right across the street from grandma.
Oh,
And
okay.
we actually moved in that house twice.
Oh.
Had great Thanksgivings there, too.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a little bitty old small blue house. But grandma will look through she'll peek through her window. And you can see her peeking, too. And then she'll call up mama. She said, She said, I really like that outfit that you had on when you went to go get in the car and everything else. But you know what? You really think you need to be wearing that on a second Sunday of the 4th month? Because, it kind of made your rear end look a little bit more plump than usual.
See, my mom also loves to look out windows. We call her Mrs. Kravitz, but she doesn't do the whole, to see how they were dressed part. No. But she will be like, hey, they have people coming and going and this and that. Like, she does.
I'll tell you
She
this.
does that.
Let's see if your mama ever does this, or your grandma.
And she listens to this podcast, so she's going to.
Okay, well, Roxanne mama, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this one right here. My grandmama on my mama's side, she was one of those old-fashioned Southerners where she'll be cordial to your face, but behind closed doors, So I remember we would go walk over there. We walk across the street. We drive if we live somewhere else. We drive over there, check on her. Open up that screen door porch, and it goes scream, right? And you walk in, and she had a house from like the 1920s. And so, those crystal glass doorknobs?
Oh, yeah, they're
she had
beautiful.
those throughout the whole house.
Yeah.
This wasn't a good house, but, anyway. So, and you knock on the pane glass window that's part of the door. Knock, knock, knock. It's not the front door, it's the side.
Mm-hmm.
People who selling stuff go to the front door. Family go to the side.
Right.
Or if you want, or if you want something, you go to the back door. So, knock, 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 knock. She had these real pretty doily curtains right there, right? So next thing you know, you see this.
Just an eyeball looking.
It's an eyeball. And she don't think that you see her. And all of a sudden you'll hear, shit. And then she'll open the door. Hi, baby. How y'all doing? Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Grandmama got some pudding sitting up there in the cabinet. You want some, baby? See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's how my grandmama was. But I also remember Thanksgivings there, and she would have me in the back of the house shucking like peas and stuff like that, and cleaning chitlins, because we had chitlins for Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
And that is nasty. I love chitlins. I'll eat the mess out of them if they fried.
Yeah, before we're done with this episode, I do want to go through like what you typically eat. So keep that on the back burner, because I want to know.
Okay, so you don't want me talking about chitlins?
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'll just make sure. Like, y'all yawning me right now. I just want to make sure. All right, so Grandmama would have me go, and she would have the chitlins boiling on the pot on the stove, okay? But the first thing, she'd have me in the backyard cleaning them. And you got to clean them with bleach. And
clean them with bleach?
You got to do a bleach water cleanse. And then you rinse them off. You got to do it again. And you do it 3 to 4 times. Make sure because chitlins is nothing but intestines with the boo-boo going through it.
Right.
So she would have me do cleanse and all this other mess. Then she boil them to make sure that everything else is killed off and all that. And then she'll clean them again, then she'll boil them again. It's a long process.
It sounds like a long process.
But then, when everything she knows is everything's clean, she'll boil them, put all her spices in and everything else. And a lot of people eat chitlins boiled. But that is the nastiest smell you will ever smell. Now, what I like to do is to fry my chitlins like fried pork.
Okay.
And then add peppers and sauces and stuff like that to it. So I'll eat it that way.
Yeah.
I can't eat it boiled no more. I've been through that. But we would have chitlins for Thanksgiving. And everybody complained. It's like, why you got to put this big old turkey right there in the middle of the table and put them nasty chitlins right there next to the collard greens and everything else? That's just messing up the whole table. I ain't coming here no more. They here next year. Because they sitting there eating the chitlins.
Yeah.
So, But yeah, Grandma didn't play with some things, and she handed down some good things like cast iron skillet cornbread for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
They would have like peppers inside of it, or some different things
inside the cornbread.
Yeah, you can take cornbread too for Thanksgiving, and you can make a etouffee out of it, and you'll sit there and you'll put like shrimp and cream of chicken soup and all that. You make this like you'll make a pot pie.
Yeah.
But then you put it into your cornbread mix, and then you make it like that.
Really?
That is so good.
Do you still have some of these things like for Thanksgiving today, or like what's your current Thanksgiving spread look like?
What?
Oh my goodness!
I'm surprised you got croutons left since you've been throwing all of them at me. All right, I want y'all to look at this.
Did he just take your silverware?
It's right there.
Oh.
Y'all see that beautiful salad right there?
Oh, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Do you eat mushrooms?
Yes.
Okay, you take all the mushrooms. I can't do mushrooms.
You don't like mushrooms?
Yeah,
Here, I'll let you fork it
I
in.
like them sautéed or fried.
I'll let you fork it into the bowl for me because I have all this stuff here. I don't want to.
Okay. All right. So
I trust you.
I gotta work with her.
You drove a gajillion miles to get here, and I trust you.
I'm telling you, wasted all my money. So for us, it's greens,
Okay.
turnip greens. Let's see, turnip greens, collard greens, ham hocks, black eyed peas, ham, of course, a glazed ham, turkey. Jennifer does quite a lot. She's in there.
The artichokes, though. You're looking at him funny.
Because now, yeah, you're making all these damn demands.
Sorry. I'll take the mushrooms. You can keep the artichokes.
This.
It is beautiful, though.
Yeah, it's very beautiful, very beautiful. But it ain't gonna be beautiful soon because we gotta tear it apart because one of us doesn't like this, the other one don't like that. All right. So what was I saying?
Collard greens.
Collard green. All right. That's all traditional. Now for Christmas we do a brunch. Jennifer's gotten into this brunch habit. Do you eat cucumbers?
Yes, I love cucumbers.
You love cucumbers. All right, there you go. So we do a brunch. So she'll make a quiche.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, where in the mess how did we go from living in the projects, because we both kind of live that way, to now we got quiche on our table for.
I love that you guys came up together. Like you guys worked so hard for the life that you guys have now.
We shows enough did. I made a mess.
That's all right.
No, I'm sorry. Let me get you some.
No. I'm good. That's way too much for me. That's huge.
Ranch dressing, Earl, or not?
I will take the not ranch dressing.
You don't want ranch dressing?
Nah.
I swear. Anyway.
I love ranch. Don't get me wrong. I live in Iowa.
You give her bubble
it's a
gut.
food.
Yeah, she get bubble gut.
It's its own food group here.
We gotta make it look pretty.
Yeah, the way you just like.
What I like to do is take like the bottles of ranch and I split them in two, and then I add milk, and then heavy pepper.
What?
You don't know another one too?
What's good for me?
Huh? One's good. And heavy pepper, and then shake it up, and then because I like really thin ranch dressing,
Yuck.
so I like to do it like that.
I'm the complete opposite. I like thick ranch dressing.
Hold on, don't. But now put that in your mouth. Hold on. Lord bless this food I've received. Thank you, amen. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Your southern manners are coming back now that you live in Louisiana.
I always had these southern manners, but I wasn't trying to push nothing on nobody.
That's fair. I just meant in general because, like, I was even watching a live with you, and you went through the drive-thru, and you were like, "How are you doing today?"
Oh yeah.
And she was taken aback. Nobody had ever asked her that before.
I would leave a drive-thru if they don't respond.
Oh yeah.
I was at a certain burger place drive-thru, and I said, she's like, "Hey, welcome to blah blah blah." And I said, "How y'all doing today? Can I take your order?" I said, "No, ma'am. Actually, I think you won't. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and make sure that your attitude gets rearranged from your ass up to your face. Okay? Thank you. Amen." And I walked away, or drove away, because I like, you know, when somebody asks me how my day's going, I'm gonna tell you, I'm in a wonderful day. Thank you for asking. And somebody, that might be all you get. That was too much. Let's see. Now, how about you? What y'all do for Thanksgiving? Since you've been in my business.
Well, it is your show. Like I said, we go to my dad's side of the family. Well, my stepmom's side of the family. We go there for a few hours. We eat a little bit and hang out and enjoy everybody's company, and then go back to my house, where me and my mom cook Thanksgiving dinner.
You cook?
Yeah, I do. I do the turkey.
I know you lying.
No, I really do, and I'm really into it.
Okay,
too.
now she got to tell us about. So you got to tell us about how you do turkey.
Well,
Do you take the neck bone out?
yes, and I use it for my gravy.
No, she did. Okay, go ahead.
I do it right.
I didn't know Yankees did that.
I use it for my gravy. Absolutely. I think it makes a world of a difference.
I know that, but I didn't think y'all did it.
My favorite thing that I do, because I like a crisp skin on the turkey, so I separate the skin from the meat and I shove it full of butter.
Let me tell you what I heard. I take the skin that did not put the lotion on it. I yank it off the body to make sure it's dead.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
And then I put butter on top as well. And then
How much butter?
a lot of butter.
Or do you melt your butter down and then season the butter and then like
I season the
crunch
butter.
it on? Okay.
The thing that I do that's pretty unique for my turkey anyways, I don't do stuffing inside the bird because I do think it draws out moisture from the bird.
We don't either.
But what I do stuff it with is onions, celery, and apple cores, and a bunch of herbs and things like that. Apple makes a huge difference in the taste. You almost get like this sweet
Depends on what apple too.
Yeah.
And oranges are good too.
I use green, but I will throw in like one Honey Crisp into my Granny Smith just to get.
I tell you something I like to do. As you talk about separating skin from turkey, right? Is you get some good old, get that butter, melt it down, and you pour a mess load of hot sauce in it, or chili powder, and then you pour it under the skin.
Yeah.
So it saturates the meat. And a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to put all that hot stuff. It does not get hot.
Transfer. Yeah, it's just the.
It just adds to, like if you ever go to Bojangles, that's how Bojangles chicken does their chicken is they marinate it in hot sauce.
I hear a lot about that place. There's other YouTubers I watch that are from North Carolina. They're called Red and Link, and they talk about Bojangles a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never had it.
Oh, girl. You know what I found? I was driving up here this morning, passed by Crystals. I was like, oh my God. And I knew I could not eat it on the way up because I would get bubble gut like you won't believe.
Yeah.
I'm talking about I would have to have a nice, pleasant conversation with every cashier at every gas station on up here. I would blow up. Anyway, something pleasant.
But yeah, I love Thanksgiving and I love cooking for everybody.
Excuse me.
Like I make my cranberry sauce from scratch.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You don't use the can?
That's
sacrilegious.
My dad does too. I love his.
How y'all make it?
Him and I are the only ones that like it like that, so he sends it home with me, and I just live off cranberry sauce for like 2 weeks.
Well, how do you make homemade cranberry sauce?
Mine is not like my dad's. My dad's is like, well, we should ask him. He's here. Mine is literally just like sugar and cranberries. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. How do you make your cranberry sauce?
Are you live?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He goes, are you live? I don't know.
I open up the can and pour it out.
It's so good.
This family secret.
I don't want to hear that mess.
I didn't get the recipe until I was 40 from your aunt.
Yeah, that's why his is like better than mine.
So you're getting close.
Because I don't know the recipe. I'm getting close. Thanks a lot. He goes, I did. He goes, you don't get it until, or I didn't get it till I was 40. He goes, you're getting close. I know. How rude. It just makes him look older. Just saying.
He is up there. He got that old man pimp walk too.
But yeah, I love Thanksgiving.
Wait. He's telling Bob.
The recipe?
He is.
He better not be.
He sure is.
Thank you very much, ladies. Just leave that stuff on that.
Are you telling Grumpy Bob the recipe?
No, I was explaining. Your Andy grew up outside of Boston is by a cranberry bog.
Oh, yeah. That's probably why his stuff's so
They
good.
stayed on it all winter after they flooded it. It was purpose cranberries.
That ain't what I heard.
But yeah, I'm excited. This is my favorite time of year. I love cozy weather and cozy food.
Well, all that's done is just made me hungry for Thanksgiving, so I'm not allowed in the kitchen for Thanksgiving, so I don't do anything. And I'm happy with that. So, we're good. All right, look here. Did you enjoy that salad?
I did enjoy the salad.
And I enjoyed the conversation, too.
Oh, why, thank you. I'm so glad you drove so far to come conversate with me.
Anyway. So, if you have a Thanksgiving recipe that you want us to know about, let us know.
Oh, maybe I'll make it. I'd be down for that. I'm always down for a good recipe.
I want to see you make chitlins.
Oh, I'm not doing that one, though. Don't give me that recipe.
Well, you gotta clean the boo-boo out of the...
Sir, I am eating now.
Look here. That's another episode of Ricky's Big World. Leave the porch light on and the door unlocked. You hear what I'm saying? And if you got that bubble gut from Thanksgiving, don't bring it over here. All right? Here we go. Ricky's Big World. Goodbye. Now.